What up, people? So, I came here today to talk about health. Came here today to talk about life. I came here today to talk about joy. If anybody is concerned about the direction of their life, where they want to go, the things they want to achieve, and how they gonna make it happen. I'm talking to myself right now as well as talking to the camera. You gotta start with internal, right? And I feel like internal comes with help. I feel like internal comes with seeking a better self-awareness. Internal comes with peace in mind, a quiet mind, which could, meditation could help with that. Internal, is just looking in the mirror and learning to love what you see. As it is, not what you desire for what you see in the mirror to be, but learning to love what you see at that moment and to forgive yourself for not being okay with yourself and for weighing in and giving negative self-talk and negative judgment on yourself in the past. Today is like the perfect day for you to look in the mirror and say, I forgive myself for being negative towards myself, for, not loving myself as I am, not loving the way my body may be, or not, just taking care of myself as I would want. And even when I say that's kind of a condition too, taking care of myself as I would want. I would just say, be okay with the now and love yourself through the now, in the now, and just become eternally aligned. When I mention health, I feel like personally, when I eat, when I cut out the sugars, when I cut out the starch, when I cut out the meats, all of that stuff that's killing my cells as I consume it and create mucus, when I cut all of that out, I'm a totally different person. I think different. My energy is different. Like, I'm on 10 on all levels because I feel like I'm aligned internally. Because when I do eat that way, I'm working out. When I do eat that way, I'm meditating. When I do eat that way, I'm creating, and I'm in a whole different space. But when I consume things that kill my cells, create mucus, I feel like my thoughts are cluttered. I feel like I'm not as creative. I feel like I'm I'm more sluggish when I wake up. It's not the same. It's two different things. So it's hard to not eat those things because I've been programmed to eat them all my life, and the taste of it is just the hook. You know what I'm saying? The taste of it is the hook that keep catching the fish. You feel me? But it's like, when I get to that point where I could go against those desires for taste, and I got self-control, and I got that spunk where it's like, yeah, I want you, but I'm gonna leave you alone. And I make those decisions where it's like, I feel like I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is it. So maybe this could help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something that I say may trigger for you in some type of way or anything. But like, I'm just putting it out there. Like, in order for you to see anything come into fruition on the external, on the outside, you got to start working on the inside first. And see, in the Black community, where I was raised, where I was brought up at, we wasn't taught therapists, speak about your feelings, speak about the way, you know what I'm saying, like meditation, all of that's white people stuff. You feel me? To us. But as I got older, I started realizing that speaking out, you know, expressing myself, you know, releasing, you know, those emotions, and, you know what I'm saying, telling someone how I feel. Maybe it's a homeboy, or maybe it's my wife, you know what I'm saying? Like, just letting them know how I feel about a certain situation instead of holding it in. Because as a man, we always talk, man, ain't no complaining, ain't no crying, ain't no emotions. As a man, provide, protect, and bring a check. You feel me? So like, as a man, it's like, it ain't no expressing yourself. But then it's like, I feel like that's weak, because as a man, you should be able to express yourself. As a man, you should be able to talk about what you need to talk about, and, you know what I'm saying, and release that, so you and that person, or you and that situation, could be dissolved. Sometimes just talking about it and getting it out, it could dissolve the whole thing. But a lot of people, they hold stuff in and they don't talk about it because they feel like that ain't what men do. Or some women got that masculine energy where they feel like, that just ain't what I do. That's white people stuff, or that's soft, or that's emotion, or that's, I ain't trying to get into confrontation, or I ain't trying to argue. Well, the thing is you could actually have a conversation, an uncomfortable conversation, and not argue. Me and my homeboy always say, hey, bro, look, I feel like I love you enough to tell you how I feel. And I feel like, and this how the conversation always start when it's about to be some ish. You feel me? The conversation always start with this line. I feel like if we can't have an uncomfortable conversation and get through it, then our relationship ain't real. So as soon as my homeboy say something to me like that, or I say something to my homeboy like that, in that manner, we already know something we finna let loose. You feel me? But it ain't no let loose where like we snapping. It's like, so when this situation happened, bro, I really wasn't feeling it. I kind of felt like this and that and that and this, and I lay it on the table. And then he'll respond how he respond, and then we'll chop it up and get through it as men. You feel me? But I feel like a lot of people, they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't have an uncomfortable conversation with the person that you so-called love, then you don't really love that person. because sometimes an uncomfortable conversation needs to be had in order to get past whatever it is you're going through. So with that being said, I know I threw a lot on you, but I think it's time for me personally to start a 30-day fast of straight foods that's gonna feed my cells. Anything that's gonna kill my cells, that's gonna create mucus, I cannot put it in my body. Right? That means starch and blood and sugar. Starch, blood, and sugar. So a lot of people be like, oh, I'm eating clean, I'm vegan, this, that, and the third. But vegans still eat starch. Vegans still eat sugars. So a lot of people, they be like, oh, I stopped eating meat and I'm still sick. I still got this, I still got that. It's because you putting the starch in there. The rice, the sugars, the potatoes, all that stuff is still creating diabetes. It's still creating cancer. It's still creating mucus. It's still creating mucus, which is the only disease. Mucus is what creates the disease. So if you get rid of mucus, you get rid of whatever the disease is. So with that being said, stop putting mucus inside your glass jar. You know how like in the laboratories they have a glass jar and it be like electricity running through the glass jar? Well, your body, picture your body as a glass jar and your body is electricity. Your body has electricity flowing through it. Now picture you putting a wet napkin into the glass jar. Wet napkins. You keep dropping wet napkins. Well, eventually the wet napkin's gonna fill up at the bottom and the electricity just gonna be at the top, right? So if the electricity just gonna be at the top, the wet napkins, ain't no electricity flowing through the wet napkins. Well, that's what mucus is inside the body. Mucus is killing off the electricity that's flowing in your body. So if you stop putting the mucus inside your body and start putting foods with a pH balance of 7 and above, that's real foods from God. Only thing that's electric in your body, like fruits, vegetables, water with a high, spring water with a high pH, you will start to put electricity into your body, which will begin to strengthen your cells, and then your cells will begin to get rid of the mucus, which in all will get rid of the disease. Now, I ain't no damn herbalist. I ain't no scientist. I ain't no I ain't a healer or a Dr. Sebi. I'm not that yet, right? I ain't that yet. But I could point you to people who are already in that lane, and they could teach you more about whatever it is you may be dealing with. I'm just here to say, I want you to be internally aligned within, and I want you to be externally aligned on the outside. You feel me? I want you to just be better. You know what I'm saying? And be healthier. And have more quality of life. You know what I'm saying? So I had a friend of mine, he told me, he said, life ain't about how long you live. It's about the quality of the life you live. And I said, I get that, but at the same token, it ain't a quality life if you walking around sick or if you in and out of the hospital. You know what I'm saying? You could call it quality by eating that nice, big, juicy steak and mashed potatoes when you want, and eating all the things you want. You could call that quality in the beginning, but once it start breaking your system down and your body, and you go to looking like you damn 95 years old and you only 52, that ain't quality of life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's actually people that's 70 years old that look like they damn 40 because they taking care of their body. They taking care of internal. So I told him, I said, look, man, the quality of life is actually being able to utilize your body at its fullest potential for the longest you can. You know what I'm saying? Your bones and all that, it only starts stiffening up because you ain't using them like you used to when you was a kid. And your bones get weaker, the more your body, the more your cells are broken down. So it's like, if you stop breaking down your cells, your bones will be stronger. If you stop breaking down your cells, your skin will be more healthier. If you stop breaking down your cells, your teeth will be better. Your eyesight will be better. Your thoughts will be better. It just go on and on and on and on. Like, if you knew better, you do better. But a lot of us don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'm gonna take on the initiative to make a 30-day fast for myself within, and I'm gonna just cook alkaline meals. I'm gonna eat my fruits. I'm gonna eat my veggies. Some days I'm gonna fast. I ain't gonna eat nothing. I'm really trying to put a expedited delivery on watermelon season, cause watermelon get me through. You know what I'm saying? I could just eat watermelon all day and be good. Watermelon make me full like food. Watermelon hydrate me, and it give me my sugar that I be needing, but it's natural good sugars. So like, watermelon is like the it for me, but I need the watermelon with the black seeds, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's just me. But nevertheless, I'm gonna do a 30-day fast. Spring water, alkaline water, coconut water. I'm gonna do I call it strong water to my daughter, but it's what is it? Sparkle water. I'm gonna do just fruits and veggies, and I got a lot of meals that I know about that's straight alkaline. You know what I'm saying? Like veggie spaghetti. I mean, the noodles and everything is veggies. Veggie teriyaki, stir fry. The list goes on, but I'm gonna go into it on, you know, on a daily regimen, video wise. And I'm gonna start my workouts back, and I'm gonna start my meditation back, and I wanna create musically, and that's where I'm at with it. Today is April 13th, 2024. It's about 3 p.m. It was laid on my heart to make this video because I need it, and there's somebody out there that need it. So I'm gonna post it, and those who have ears to hear, let them hear. I'm signing out. Thank y'all for watching. My name, if you can't see my face, that don't matter either. All that matters is the message. It ain't about the fame. It ain't about nothing else. It's just about the message and you being in love with yourself, not on a narcissistic path, or not on selfish path. It's just you actually being healthy from within and outwardly. So I'm out. Much love. Peace.